Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm getting sick and tired of seeing Silver Spoon people get everything that they want. So you know what I'm gonna do, WWE? Yeah, this is for you, WWE, because you screwed a lot of people over. When I say a lot, you screwed over a ton of people that actually are talented in WWE. It's funny. It literally is funny that you screwed this many people over and then push all these other people that are related to Rey Mysterio. For example, Rey Mysterio's son. Really? You're gonna push him. But Buddy Murphy is not really pushed. You see, there's a lot of wrestlers that are not getting pushed that are actually talented, but they're freaking jobbers, while Dominik Mysterio is not a jobber because, well, he's the son of Rey Mysterio. It's kind of funny how all these kids that are silver spooned can get a lot of shit without even trying to get it, without even practicing, without even working for it. But then you got all of these other people who are watching in the fan section, and then all those other people that's a jobber not getting pushed, getting screwed left and right. Dolph Ziggler, for example. Buddy Murphy, Samoa Joe. The list goes on. They're all jobbers now, instead of actually in the talented, upcoming, popular people. But here's the thing: the only reason why they're doing it is because Shane McMahon, Mr. McMahon, and fucking who's his name, Stephanie McMahon and Triple H is screwing a lot of people over. Basically, what I'm getting tired of is seeing them as the job's bosses when they're not even doing a good job. Instead, they're screwing a lot of good people over. They fired a lot of people. They made a lot of people quit because they didn't get pushed because WWE will not push the character. So they got tired of it. They got screwed. So they went to AEW. And now you got Dominik Mysterio. And then you got fucking The Rock's cousins. And also The Rock. And then his whole family. And now his own daughter about to become a wrestler too. Without even practicing. You got all these people training that had to work their ass off to get there, while you got these fucking silver spoon kids getting everything that they want. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I've seen some of the kids, like the daughters. I'm not gonna lie, talking about the older ones, like for example, The Rock's daughter is pretty. The list goes on. I know, okay. But what pisses me off though is that it's not even about that. It's like they're getting pushed because they're related to someone that's really popular and famous. But then you got people who have to work their ass off. Like, for example, Dolph Ziggler, John Cena. They actually had to work their ass off to get there. You know why? They weren't born in the industry. They weren't famous because of that. They actually had to work their ass off to get there. And then you got freaking Randy Orton and all these other wrestlers that are related to all these other fucking famous parents, and they basically got a big ass push because they're related to someone that's already worked in WWE before. It's kind of funny to watch, but it's also pathetic and sad and messed up because you guys screwing a lot of people over. A lot. So yes, I'm calling out all those people. And WWE, I hope you see this. I hope you all see this. I hope Dominik Mysterio and all of them see it, because I am sick and tired of seeing people who get silver spooned become famous. And then you got people like me and other people. I'm not even talented. I know I'm not. I have to work my butt off. I have to keep practicing until I can get there. But then you got people like them who don't really have to practice because, well, they're already famous because their parents are famous. It's sad. And then they get screwed over, all the people like, look, guys. A lot of people got fired. Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins. The list goes on. I can't say how many people that was actually talented that was in WWE that got fired. There was a lot of wrestlers that quit because of getting screwed by WWE that was also talented. And then you got all the same people over and over and over and over in the same matches. It's kind of getting boring. And actually, I kind of hate WWE now because it's not as entertaining anymore, because it's the same old, same fucking matches. Well, is not talented. This is sad. And everyone's going to sit here and say, oh, we love it. No, you don't. You know right down deep you guys can't stand this shit. I mean, come on. You're going to tell me the fans love seeing the same matches over and over and over and over? I don't, man. That's why I don't watch it as much anymore, because I don't like it no more, man. It's not fun anymore. It's not great anymore because they keep screwing people over. Literally, they're screwing so many people over, it's not even funny. And what is sad is that these pushes that they're giving people are the same people who ain't even that talented, or they are talented, but they're screwing over people who's way more talented than them. By a long shot, they're actually more talented than them. They're actually good on the mic, they're good wrestling, they're good at everything. Wonder why CM Punk hated WWE. That's the truth. He wasn't lying when he said WWE screws over people that they do not like. Basically, if they like you, you're not screwed. They're going to keep you. But if they don't like you, they're going to fuck you over until you quit or you get fired. Because that's what WWE does. Mr. McMahon is a piece of bad. He's actually bad. Actually, the whole company, whoever works for him, whoever is the boss of the whole company, they're all bad. Him and the board of directors, because they really screw a lot of people over who are way more talented than freaking Dominik Mysterio, more talented than Rey Mysterio, more talented than fucking Seth Rollins, more talented than all these other people. Yeah, Seth Rollins and them are talented, but you know who's more talented than them? All those people who were jobbers. They actually were better. They were better. But hey, it is what it is, you know. They're gonna screw a lot of people over because if they don't like you, they won't keep you. But if they do like you, like Seth Rollins, or like Mysterio and his kid, or like the list goes on. I'm not gonna say everybody. Those ones, like Brock Lesnar, John Cena, they won't screw you over. Now, if they do like you, they won't screw you over. But they do not like you, well, bye-bye to your career. Because they're going to fuck you over until you quit or until you get fired. Because that's what WWE does. I understand why AEW is a thing now. Because, dude, they give everybody a chance. They give everybody freedom to do whatever they want. So, you know what? Instead of me becoming a WWE superstar, I would like to become a AEW wrestler because, I don't know, they actually give everybody a chance. Unlike WWE, they screw over everyone. Like, literally, there were so many talented people that was in WWE that got screwed, and they're not there no more. There was a lot. There was Luke Harper, there was Rowan, there was who else? There was the Revolt Revolution thing, whatever you want to call them now, that in AEW too. You got Dean Ambrose _ John Moxley. You had most of those wrestlers in that show that actually used to be a WWE wrestler. Most of them, actually almost all were. They used to actually work for them. They would actually practice, you know, train with them. You know, most of them actually used to work for WWE, right? Yeah, you might not have seen them all because they were different characters in the show, but they actually were a part of WWE at one point. That's why all of them don't like WWE no more. All of them hate WWE because they realize WWE only loves who they love, and whoever they love, well, they don't screw over. So yeah, I'm getting tired of this Vince McMahon character. I wish Triple H would take over because I know for a fact if Triple H or Shane McMahon actually took over for real, and then Stephanie McMahon, they might actually not screw nobody over. They'd probably let everybody get a chance. But Vince McMahon and those other people that worked in that job for so long will keep screwing everybody over until they die. So basically, the only time WWE will actually ever do good probably is one, if they retire, or two, I hate to say this, or if they're all dead. Rest in peace to them all. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate nobody dying. But I'm just saying, the only time that show would ever do good in WWE was if that actually did happen. Because that's the only way WWE would actually do good again. Look, man, John Cena and all of them, actually hate the idea of people getting screwed over. They actually wish they got to put. That's why they helped out trying to push a lot of wrestlers so they can actually get everyone a chance to be a big top dog, because they didn't like seeing only just them doing it. They want everyone to be a part of it, you know? They let Zack Ryder, they let Dolph Ziggler, they let all those other people get a push at one point. But then Triple H man saying, I don't like him as a top dog. I like him as jobbers only. Like, here's the thing though. Dolph Ziggler and Zack Ryder were fucking talented. So was Kurt Hawkins. What's ticking me off is that he fired all of them except for Dolph Ziggler, but he's still a jobber. He's not even getting a push. The heel Ziggler is not getting a push that he deserves. It's upsetting me to the point where it's like, what is WWE even doing anymore? Like, what is WWE doing anymore? I can't even watch WWE no more because I'm getting tired of watching that Dominik and Seth Rollins match. Because here's the thing, I like Seth Rollins, I do like Dominik, but what's ticking me off is that they're getting a big push while Buddy Murphy, Samoa Joe, and all those other people, Allister Black, are just afterthoughts, or let's just say jobbers. No. Allister Black is actually entertaining and talented. So is Samoa Joe, and so is Buddy Murphy. How the fuck am I just gonna watch and sit there and watch them be jobbers slash what do you call it? Slash what do you call that? Bodyguards. I'm sorry, that's not them. No. Buddy Murphy, Allister Black, and Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens should not be bodyguards. All four of them should actually get a push because they're actually all talented. I actually like the characters. I like Dominik, don't get me wrong, okay? I actually like his sister a lot more because she's actually pretty. But none of the point about that. It's just the point is they're getting pushes because they're related to you know who. Rey Mysterio. Don't get me wrong, I love Rey Mysterio because he actually worked his ass off to get where he was at. Now his son, for example, he's a silver spoon one. So I can't say anything about that. But Rey Mysterio actually trained his ass off to actually work his ass off to be a part of WWE, and he actually got there without actually needing help and without actually being silver spoon. He actually did it on his own. By other famous people, like the kids of the famous people, actually didn't get a push. They just got it because, well, they already were born into it. So what pisses me off though is that everyone say, oh, they're so talented. Yes, they are talented, but not as talented as people who have to work their ass off to get there. Like Dolph Ziggler, like Drew McIntyre, like Kevin Owens, like Sami Zayne, like Cesaro, Sheamus. The list goes on. I'm not going to say everyone because there's a lot, man. I'm not going to say all of them, but those ones that actually worked their ass off to get there, actually worked their ass every night, every day, busting their ass to get there. And they did it. But then they got this life screwed over because they were not perfect enough for Vince McMahon or the board of directors. They saw them as, oh, you guys are just jobbers. Even though you're more talented and everyone loves you, you're just jobbers. No, man. See, this is what upsets me, man. Yes, wrestlers who were born into the industry of any show, like acting, singing, dancing, yeah, they're talented. I'll admit that. They're more talented than me. But they actually ain't as talented as people who are way better than them that were not born into it, because they actually are entertaining and they're actually more fun to watch. While these other ones are actually fun to watch, but not as fun as those people that were not born into it. So it's like, it upsets me that a lot of people get screwed over unless you're a silver spoon. Now, if you're silver spoon and you actually were born into the industry because of your family, famous parents, or uncles, or aunts, or cousins, that's fucked up. I'm just gonna say it. It really is fucked up. It really, really is fucked up that people are like that. So I'm gonna say this one last time. Who do you guys really wish could actually be famous and actually be awesome at it? Do you want people who were born into it because their parents and their family members were a part of it? Or do you want people who are talented who actually worked their ass off to get there, do you want those ones? Which ones? You tell me in the comments below, because I really don't like silver spoon people, because the silver spoon ones are so cocky, arrogant, and they actually are horrible at their job. Like, no joke. They're not actually the best. They're actually way worse than, you could say, a person who wasn't born into the industry. Like, for example, Dylan and Cole Sprouse. They actually were not born into the industry, you know that, right? They actually worked their butt off to become actors, and they actually did a good job of it, because they're actually entertaining. They really are. They're still entertaining to this day. Or, how about, Chris Pratt and Ryan Reynolds. See, they weren't born into the industry, but at one point they were fat and ugly like me, okay? Like, you see me right now? They actually worked their butt off to get into good shape and actually have abs and good looking face and everything, which they did, and now everyone loves them. Because they actually worked their butt off. Yes, I know, they're cocky and they're arrogant, but they deserve to be there because they actually worked their ass off to be there. Unlike the silver spoon people, man. The silver spoon people shouldn't be arrogant and cocky because they were born into the industry. If their parents were famous, or any of them were famous, I bet you they have to work their ass off to get there. And most of them probably wouldn't even get it. So, it really upsets me. To the point where it's like, I don't hate them, but I can't stand them because they're getting things easier than a normal person would ever get. Like, for example, like anybody who actually had to work their ass off to get there. I know I suck at acting. I know I suck at wrestling. I know I suck at everything. That's why I have to work my ass off to get there. But I really am getting tired of seeing the silver spoon people getting everything that they want. I really am. So I love you all. I'll see you guys in my next video.